So, how are you all? I am here to do a pick a card reading for the lunar full moon eclipse. Full moon in Taurus, and then the lunar eclipse, which is a partial lunar eclipse, but it's mostly, I think it's 97% going to be a lunar eclipse. And it's also it's like the longest one in over like 400 years. So these are big energies, and for those of you who watch me regularly, you know that I've been kind of MIA for the past 3 or 4 days, doing lives and being more involved with my group, with my tribe. So, and that's because of the energies. And full moon energy always really, really affects me in a way that kind of keeps me down. And so if you're someone who does struggle through full moon energies because it drains you, takes you out of the game, makes you irritable, cranky, just know that that's how you are, embrace it, and step back. And that's what I've done. I stepped back. So here we are. But I've been called to do this pick a card. So I did 5 cards with 5 different crystals, and so I'm going to go through them, and we're going to do because it looks like a pick a card, but really I picked a pile. So we're going to start off with the Radleigh Valentine Angel Guide. Then we're going to move on to John Holland's Heart Oracle. And then we're going to have a Collette Baron-Reid Energies of the 7 Oracle. And then we're going to round it out with, we're going to have a Kyle Gray Angel Guide message, a little advice for us. And then we're going to round it out with Radleigh Valentine again with the Ask Angels. So this is going to be, because these are big energies, I knew we needed a big message. I'm like, I can't just pick one card. That's going to be like it's almost like taking, when you get a sample of something and you're like, that's not enough. So here we go. So for the first one, we're going to start with the green aventurine. The green aventurine. So if you chose the number 1 or the green aventurine, and I don't think I numbered them, I just did the cards and then I did the crystals. So the green aventurine. All right. So if we're drawn to that. All right. The card that is the overarching message for you with is release. Is release. So you're building. So you're coming into endings, you're coming into transformation, you're coming into freedom. And I wasn't surprised to see this for you, number 1, because you're releasing. And this full moon is all about change. It's all about transformation. It's all about moving on. And so number 1, just know that you are going to be the phoenix rising out of the ashes here. This is going to really feel like whatever is coming to an end, either you've saw it coming and you've been blocking it, you've been putting it off, and it's going to happen, or it has happened and now it's you accepting that it happened. But yeah, this is about endings and knowing that it's time to release whatever you've been holding on, because that situation was something that was very long standing. It was something you really, really fought for and worked for a very long time. But now it's time to say, I've done my best and I need to move on, because it's not going to be what I thought it was going to be, or it's not going to give me what I thought it was going to give me. And accept it. Because for many of you, it feels like these are situations that were kind of a bit of a pattern. They kept coming around and you kept making the same choice, expecting a different result, So that's what this is all about. Just knowing that it's time to say, okay, it's time to go, and just knowing that it's the right time, all right, that you are the phoenix rising out of the ashes. Because it is time for you to step into your power in a way that is dreams coming true. That is a way to know that you are moving in a positive direction, that what you're walking away from is disappointing and as upsetting as it is, that what you're going to is for you, and it's being divinely guided. It's being given to you, all right? So this is moving you forward in a way that is going to keep you in what is for you, and that you are protected. Look at that. You're being held by God or God consciousness or goddess or whoever you believe in, but you're not doing this alone. You're not doing this alone at all. So it's going to be really important for you to change your focus away from what it was you were trying to hold on to, what it was that you were really working hard. I mean, it really feels like for some of you, you were working so hard so hard, and there's no way that it can be what you wanted it to be because of whatever the situation is or whatever the free will choice of the other person is. And so now it's just letting go everyone with light and love, and knowing that it's okay, because it's okay to simply love everyone in the situation for who they are and what they can or cannot give. And just know that where you have to let go of that situation, that you aren't doing it maliciously or meanly, but you're doing it because this is your way forward. It's your time to shine, and you can't do it in that old situation, in that old relationship. That it's time to let it go. It's time to say, I gave it my best, and I'm sad, and I don't want to let it go. And some of you might be even downright angry, but it's okay. It's okay. Because now you're coming into this higher perspective. You're coming into this higher view. Things are moving in a way that you're being seen, shown, guided to what is for you. And it's not behind you, it's in front of you. So where you're going is going to be where you've been wanting to go, but you've been kind of blocking yourself from going by holding on to a situation that no longer serves you, is no longer beneficial for you, that you're not receiving the respect or the lifting up that in a beneficial situation you would receive. So it's going to be really important to ask so that you can receive that which is what you want. So for many of you, you're coming out of toxicity, you're coming out of the shadows, you're coming out of the darkness, and you're coming into the light. You're coming into the goodness and the love. And for some of you, what you need to ask for is help with letting go of the pain that sits in your heart, invoking whoever you believe in to come in and take that from you, and receive the relief. Receive the goodness, receive the inspiration. Because many, many, many of you are going to be receiving the step in your dreams coming true. The step that's taking you away from what you're releasing. And it is going to be coming to you within the next few weeks. So you're moving in a positive direction. But you're going to have to decide, am I going to embrace this positive direction? Or am I going to block this positive direction because of my fear? So it's going to be really important to kind of step back and take stock with yourself. What do I want? Where am I going? Where do I see myself in 5 years? And for those of you who choose to not release or to stay where you are, just know that it's because you're not ready and there's another lesson to be had, but you will come back to this. You will come back to this, just like the phoenix who has to rise out of the ashes. It just feels like you will come back to this. So that's the green aventurine pile. A big message of transformation, and knowing that within the next few weeks you will have a step into the new, and it's going to be really important for you to embrace it or not. It's up to you. All right, pile number 2 is the clear quartz. Look at that beautiful clear quartz. You could even look at it this way if you wanted to. So this is the clear quartz pile. I just gotta unearth it here. Okay, there we go. I've not looked at these. Ooh, all right. So the overarching, the overarching card here is Ace of Water, emotions, relationships, and intuition. For many of you, this looks like it is a new beginning, a new start in a relationship. And it's going to be important to honor your emotions. It's going to be important to really step into the intuition, go with the gut, go with the feeling that you are supported, but it does feel new. It feels like whatever the new emotional situation you're being brought to is new. It's not a resurgence. It's not a reconnection. It is a new connection. And it is going to open you up. And for some of you, it feels like you may be opened up emotionally in a way that you haven't been in a very long time. So for many of you with the clear quartz crystal, this is going to be a very emotional month for you, as you're being brought to situations that are going to be having you look at your emotions and why you've been kind of shut off from them and why you've not been embracing, kind of opening up. So for many of you, you're going to be brought to why you got shut down and really recognizing that you're healed, that you're healed in a way that you can now move forward. And so there's a little trepidation with this card is what it feels like. A little trepidation of, am I ready for this? Do I really want to reopen myself back up? I don't know. But yes, it's time. It's time. And the only way to heal a heart chakra is to open a heart chakra. So yes, it is about allowing yourself to love, allowing yourself to care. For some of you, this is romantic love. For some of you, this is a mentor. This is a partnership. This is a business relationship. For some of you, it's a family member. But it's a new effort. But you have to open up. You have to. It's the only way to heal your heart chakra. So it is going to be important for you to take the lead. Maybe you're the one that throws out the apology. Maybe you're the one that puts yourself out there to meet someone new. Maybe it's you that starts the conversation. So it is going to be important for you to not stand in the back, not be the wallflower in whatever the situation is. It's time to take the lead. Be the leader in your own life. Be the leader in your own situation. Be the leader in your own emotional body. All right? For many of you, this is going to be uncomfortable. For many of you, this is going to be very uncomfortable because you have been so blocked or shut down emotionally because of the past traumas and dramas that you've been through. So I would say take it slow. No urgency. But it's time. It's time to open up. It's time to know that you are safe. You are protected. Go with your gut. Go with your gut. Yeah, go with your gut. Definitely go with your intuition. If it feels bad, run away. And for some of you, that's what you're being brought to. You're being brought to these new situations to have discernment, to know that you need to take the lead, to know that if it doesn't feel right, you can say, no, I've got to go. This isn't the one for me. The next one will be for me, or the one after that. But there's no urgency. And so if you are taking the lead, you are putting yourself out there and it doesn't feel right, then that's not the one, and that's okay. And for many of us who have been used to being the people pleasers, the ones that are used to always being accommodating, this will feel uncomfortable. But it's time. It's time for you to take the lead in your own life and say no when you want to say no, and say yes when you want to say yes. Yep. Because it's time to open up body and soul. To love yourself, body and soul. And there's a number 5, because this is about change. This is about not where you've been, this is about where you're going to. And look at the beautiful dragonfly on this. Because you are stepping into your divinity, your sovereignty, who you truly are at the soul level. And now it's time to meet other people at the soul level. Again, whether it's a family member, a relationship, a work partner, divine counterpart for some of you. But be discerning. Be very discerning. Speak your truth. Because you are coming into friendship and union. It's all about friendship and union with yourself, and then externally with the people around you. So for some of you, it's going to be about not holding yourself back, not playing small. And for some of you, it might be putting yourself out there in a new group. It might be putting yourself out there at work in a way that you've never have before, taking a leadership role. For some of you, it is about finding a romantic partner or coming in connection with a divine counterpart where it's about taking all the lessons you've learned and now applying them. Being discerning, being able to speak your truth, knowing what you want and asking for it. And for some of you, it's going to be really uncomfortable, and that's okay. So whatever the question is, the answer is yes. It's time. You've got this. You're protected. Is it okay to walk away? Yes. Is it okay to get to know them more? Yes. Whatever you need, give yourself permission. Give yourself permission. And don't feel bad about it. Don't feel guilty about it. Don't hold yourself back. Step into your divinity. Heal your heart by opening it back up. Whew. All right, that was number 2, or the clear quartz crystal. All right. Number 3. Number 3, or black obsidian. Black obsidian. This is a protection stone. Black obsidian. Whew. All right, number 3. Here we go. The Chariot. Willpower, victory, recognition. Yes, number 3. You are coming into movement, victory, recognition. And this is fast-moving energy, so it feels like things are going to happen swiftly this month for you, for this full moon, lunar eclipse. Things are going to take off. And so it's going to be important to assert your willpower. Assert who you are. Assert what you want, because you are coming into victory and recognition in a big way. I love it. And it's not lucky. What's coming feels like you may feel like this, oh, this was luck. This was a lucky opportunity. No. It is your preparation meeting opportunity. That's what I'm feeling here. You've been preparing, and now the opportunity is coming and you've got to take it. Yeah. It is coming out of sadness and isolation. It is coming out of the learning. It's coming out of the holding yourself back. It's coming out of the shadows. Many of you have been doing shadow work. And the reason that things are going to feel like they're taking off or they're lucky is because it's going to be new. It's going to be new because you've done the learning. You've done the preparing. And where you're going, you've never been before. So it's going to be very important for you to get very clear and also know what you believe in. And this clarity of belief is also about you like standing in your beliefs and being willing to share them in a way that's very no question, no argument, no waffling. This is about you being so clear about what you want and who you are because of the shadow work that you've done, because of the muck that you've been stepping through, the epiphanies you've been having, the clarity you've been receiving. It's all coming. And so this is opening up your sacral chakra, your creativity, your pleasure. So all of this is bringing you to that which is for you in a way that you've never had before. So this is moving you through. Now you're coming into the victory. You're coming into being recognized because of everything that you've been going through in the past, I would say 6 to 8 months, where you've been like kicked in the teeth, kicked in the teeth, kicked in the teeth. I didn't get this, I didn't get that. I got overlooked by the promotion. I got, my partner walked away. Money was taken from me out of my checkbook. Like all of these things have been just knocking me down. But I'm recognizing it's because internally I wasn't being sovereign. I wasn't asking for what I needed. I wasn't putting up my boundaries. I wasn't saying no. And because you've been stepping back and doing that and seeing where you should have done it or how you could have done differently, learning those lessons is changing the tide. And so now it's important to be willing to release those people or situations that kept kicking you in the teeth. You know, sometimes we hold on to something so much because it's what we know. And now it's time to say, I'm not doing that anymore. Because I'm ready for that victory. I'm ready to be recognized for the talent and the gifts and the love that I bring to the table. Where I was used and abused, we're done. No more. Now I'm moving on. I'm moving on to where I'm going to receive. And I'm moving on through my own willpower. I'm making the choice and decision to go. So maybe you're doing the breakup. Maybe you're the one that put in the 2-week notice. Whatever it is, but because you made that big change, now everything falls into place. And the people that you need to support you are now on their way. You've opened up yourself for the new connections. For some of you, it will be romantic. But for all of you, it will be support in some way. And for some of you, it'll be you being your own connection. Because now internally, you're different. You're not taking the stuff anymore. You're saying, nope. So yes, if you believe, everything will work out. You can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out with this. It just feels like with this black obsidian, you can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. It feels like you have to believe. Because Spirit is like, we're here. We're right on your doorstep. We got everything ready to go, but you've got to make the big choice. You've got to make a big decision because you have free will. For some of you, you want to break up. For some of you, you want to give the 2-week notice. For some of you, you want to let that person go. For some of you, you want to stop doing a certain thing. But you haven't made that choice yet. And Spirit is saying, if you believe you'll be okay making the choice and decision that you want to, then yes, you will be. But if you keep 1 foot in and 1 foot out, things aren't going to go well. You're not going to get to the victory. You've got to have the willpower to make the change. So for number 3, it really feels like you still have a choice to make if you haven't already made it. But if you make it, that is when the doors open. That is when things start coming to you. That is when you can start believing and receiving. All right, number 3. Or 4. Number 4. Number 4. Five of Fire, conflicts, annoyances, competition. So if you chose pile number 5, which was the, I can't remember what this is called, but it's like a silvery black. I know it's a protection stone. Maybe some of you could write in the comments what it is. But okay, so if this was your stone, and this was actually on the bottom of the picture, was like in the middle on the bottom, then you are coming into this time of 5 of Fire, conflicts, annoyances, and competition. So it's going to be really important for you to take a deep breath and not allow these annoyances and conflicts and competition or competitive people or situations win. So this is going to be really discerning energy that you're going to have to be in. When you have these kinds of attacks, it's going to be important for you to step back so that you can react in the way that you need to for you. So it is going to be important for you to take the time to be the observer, not react, but step back and ask, God consciousness, whoever you believe in, why is this happening to me? Why is this person coming at me this way? Because it's about them every single time. It's not about you. When people are coming at you and they're attacking, it's because there's something going on with them, or they've been triggered. Something's been triggered within them. So you becoming the observer will help you navigate these situations in a way that is beneficial for you and the other person. So it's going to be really important for you not to get into any kind of confrontation, but step back. Step back so that you can see the bigger picture. Step back so that you can get all of the information. Step back so that you can get to where you want to go without having to stub your toe or stumble. You can see all the obstacles. Because this energy is about bringing you back together. And you can't come back together if you're staying in the conflict. You can't come back together if you're reacting. You can't come back together if you're allowing the conflict and annoyances to overwhelm you and take you out. So this energy is going to put you into some kind of like annoyance energy or out of sort energy. So it's going to be really important for you to step back so that you don't exacerbate the problem, that you don't react in a way that makes it really, really tough for you to come back together, because that's really what Spirit is trying to bring you to, is the coming back together. So very, very important to keep your ears wide open. Again, what is the other perspective? What is going on beneath the surface I'm not hearing, or they're not saying in their attack of me? Or what am I not picking up as to why they're really annoyed, or why they're really out of sorts? And why am I really out of sorts? And why am I really annoyed? What do I need to be hearing? Or what can I hear that is underneath the words? What is the fear, and why are they having fear in this situation? Or why am I having fear in this situation? That is what is going to help you move through it. Because this is all about you coming into joy and contentment. And you can't get there if you don't step back and become the observer. If you don't step back and keep your ears wide open. What am I not hearing? What is being said, or what is the emotion I'm not picking up on? What's underneath the attack? Or what am I feeling? You know, what is really making me feel out of sorts? What am I holding on to down in my emotional body, my traumas and dramas that are popping up? And I'm affecting everybody else around me, so that we're not getting joy and contentment. That's how you can get to the joy and contentment. So it's going to be really, really important, guys, to communicate clearly. To communicate clearly. Pile number 5 is this beautiful purple stone. And I'm not really sure. I think it's a quartz, but it's purple. And I don't think you can really see the purple color all that well. Let's see if I can. But it is purple. So if you picked the purple stone, number 5, and again, if you know what it is, you could put that in the comment box. If you're watching this on or if you're watching this on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. But yeah, anybody, please comment. I don't know. Probably should know I did know what my stones were when I bought them, but it's been a while. Oh, I love it. Pile number 5, the Magician. Manifestation, empowerment, preparedness. Yes, number 5. Yes, you are the magic. Things are going to manifest. You have the ability to manifest right now. So manifest wisely. Use your energy wisely. But it is time. It is time to bring to you that which is for you. It is time for you to shine. Shine your love. Shine your heart. Shine your capability. Shine your spirit. That's what the people around you need. Very important in this energy to stay in control of your emotions, stay in control of what you want. You don't want to manifest things you don't want. So you want to make sure that you're staying in alignment with what you do want, using gratitude, staying in high vibrational frequency, staying positive, and staying dedicated. Staying dedicated with your effort. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't slack off because things feel good. Keep working. Keep shining your light. Keep being positive. Keep being the way shower. Keep being the beacon of light for others. Because much of what is going on around you is smoke and mirrors. That it's very important for you to be the way shower and the beacon of light, because a lot of people are around you are getting pulled in by the smoke and mirrors. They're getting pulled in by the deception. They're being pulled in by energies that are not clear, because that's where they're resonating. And when you show it, shining your beacon of light and showing that you can resonate higher in the frequency, you don't have to pull in the darkness. You don't have to pull in the fear. You don't have to pull in the negativity. You don't have to pull in the deficit. You can pull in the love and the joy and the gratitude and the good supportive people and the good supportive job and money situations easing up. But you've got to stay in high vibrational frequency to do that. Don't get caught up in the illusion. Because being vulnerable is a power. Being nice is a power. For many people out there, because they are caught up in the negativity and the fear, they see kindness as weakness. But it's a strength, and it's a strength that you've got to keep shining. Shining that light. Being kind, being compassionate, being empathetic. That's what's going to bring you the ability to keep manifesting the things in your life that you want for yourself. The stability, the financial freedom, the foundation, the love, the stable partner, maybe love in a way that you've never received it before. Keep staying in high vibrational frequency, and everything is going to work out in the perfect timing. It's all coming, and it will show up when it is the perfect time. Love yourself. Share your love. Be the way shower. Whew. 5 very different messages. All good. All good. I love it. All right, guys, that's what I have for you today. I'm sending you so much love and so many blessings. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And if you are watching this on the replay, please #replay. If you're watching this down the road, just know that whenever you come to this message, it will be the right message for you. All right, guys, sending you so much love and light.